It is very scenic.
It's large. It's rugged. The rushing rivers and
the time's flying.
It's just been excellent. We've met a lot of new people, and we've all gotten along well, and it's turned out well.
20-some years ago, we came here to Alaska in hiking.
We've been here in the early 70s. We did travel to the Kenai, so this is much more extensive. So it's been a great trip.
Wonderful.
It's something I've always wanted to do when I retire, was to drive the Alcan and do that route. And so far it's been great, everything I've expected and more.
The scenery, the culture, the variety of things to do, it differs from one day to the next. I mean, it's not the same scenery because here the mountains are sharp, they're steep.
This is our 4th time to Alaska and once to Yellowknife.
And we talked to Bill. We said, well, maybe we'll do it next year. And Bill said, oh no, this is the last one, now or never. So I said, Dad, let's just do it. So we went out, we bought the RV, we booked the trip, and he retired.
Then we've been at the rally, and Bill was talking about Dwayne and Linda maybe doing another one of these trips. And then we started thinking, we could see a lot more if we went with our RV.
Bill is just
a
wonderful.
Harder.
Bill Harder is priceless.
Yeah, he's absolutely a gem.
And Dwayne and Linda have this down right to a T.
We met so many nice people. It's been great.
He's too funny. He makes you laugh every time you see him.
The very first caravan we ever had, Bill was my tail gunner. What we're looking at is the very first caravan we ever did for LTV. Those people were on it. And here's our last one, and they're on it again.
Great mechanically, he's a good chef too. So today you were trying to get Bill's secrets.
Yes, from his
seven
spice Bill dust.
Bill's dust.
So I was doing the frying, the deep frying tonight. I love cooking.
I wanted to do a caravan with people who drove the same vehicle, quite frankly, because I felt we would all travel at the same speed and have the same interests, and I think we're right.
People have enjoyed it. They've been able to get off the agenda and do their own thing and come back, which they really enjoy. Actually, each couple they're different, and it's been a real pleasure working with everyone.
The peoples. It will be always memorable, but especially our group right now, they are fantastic. They are all helping each other.
We got everybody from the four corners of North America on this trip.
I've made a lot of friends here, so I've totally enjoyed it. I wouldn't ask for more.
Yeah, and I like the idea of traveling with some of the other leisure van owners, so you get to exchange ideas of what they've done, or maybe some modifications, and just traveling with the same group I thought was really neat.
We get to travel, and we get to travel with some really nice people. It becomes an extended family.
Sometimes we've had these people now for friends for many years, and we go see them and they come and see us.
This one seems to be a traveling group. We don't drive to a destination and park for 6 months. This is not what LTV people do. That's what 48-foot Class A people do. I went on a halibut fishing trip yesterday.
That was kind of neat, because it's only the second time in my life I'd ever been fishing. It's good food.
I had to quit after a while. My shoulder was so sore. My wrist I couldn't pull another fish off the ground.
My big highlight was going halibut fishing. We had a perfect picture day. The most we caught, I caught 14. Somebody else caught 14.
I caught 14 fish in total.
I think the last 20 minutes, I had to stop fishing, because I'd throw it in, it'd be on the bottom for 30 seconds, and 4 times in a row, after 30 seconds, I was pulling the fish back in.
And so I went to quit, and before I could get my hook out, another halibut hooked it, so I had to haul him in too. Then finally I quit for a while, recovered.
My muscles hurt because I did it 4 times.
I think it added up to 600 pounds of fish. Is that a failure? I don't think so, in my commercial fisherman's point of view.
And he said they saw tons of otters. I didn't hear this until today. Oh, we saw about 100 sea otters.
We saw 2 humpback whales, and we were listening to one. You know how when they sound, they spout?
And you always have one comedian. We have Jerry.
Jerry Knudsen. He is, yeah.
Jerry's a stand-up comic that just doesn't do it professionally.
He's a ham at heart. There's no two ways about it.
He can keep you going for hours and hours. And the essence of a stand-up comedian is timing. And his is impeccable. He can say good morning and you'll laugh.
This will spin like crazy.
And it's most beautiful, spectacular glaciers. And we live in the Rockies, so we're not easily impressed by mountains. But this was unbelievable. The scenery in this southern Alaska area is just unreal.
Actually, I like the scenery at Homer probably as well as anything.
I like Skagway. Well, you go over the track and it's like there's nothing there at all.
You look out the window and it's like 2,000 feet straight down. You don't even see the bank at all in a lot of places, but the scenery is just spectacular.
What I can't get over is all the snow in the mountains. There's glaciers seems to be all over the place.
We quite often come back from certain trips like going over top of the world. Now that wasn't pleasant, but man, that was an experience.
Today we've seen some rivers and they look that nice greenish, bluish color, and
because every day you're going to a new place, so it's
refreshing. Is probably a good way of putting it.
And it will end up to be a trip of a lifetime.
That was great.